Hello guys, welcome back. Welcome back again to another episode of your boys, the Oseko Twins. And today guys, we've been indoors a lot. A lot has been happening in Kenya for those who follow the news. And so yeah, that's why we've been indoors. Today we didn't even get to do so many videos. So I just wanted to give you an update on what's been going on and why we haven't even been doing a lot of videos. So it's your boy Lamek Oseko.
And Mr. Brian, actually, we are a bit scared because there's been a lot that is happening in our country at the moment. So, if you see us, a bit indoors today, because today is a Friday. Normally, Fridays we go out and do a bit of outdoor activities and what's not. But there's someone who was taken to a police station, right? And then they died in a police station. So after that, there's been a lot of protests and there's a lot that is happening. So again, when there's protest, there's also always people. Maybe people are planted by the government to loot and to steal from people,
Cause havoc.
so that then the protesters they lose the credibility.
They will be labeled as criminals.
Yeah.
So, guys, what happened is this gentleman is a Kenyan blogger on X, formerly known as Twitter. So in Kenya, there's a lot going on, especially with the new government that we chose back in 2022. So he went to his X account, and then he said that one of the deputy inspector of the police, he is a corrupt person, and they're collecting some money, something to do with corruption. So the deputy general or inspector general, this is a high ranking, there's the inspector general. Inspector general is someone who is in charge of the police force in Kenya, and then now his deputy, he was the one who was attacked by this gentleman on X. So this deputy general inspector, he summoned the DCI. DCI in Kenya is the director of criminal investigations. So the DCI went, and they went from Nairobi to another county,
Past our village.
They picked this gentleman. He was supposed to be arraigned in court, because when you do a mistake, naturally you should be taken in court, and then so that you can be allowed to defend yourself or explain what you meant by that statement. So instead of taking this gentleman to court, they took him to a police station. Maybe they wanted to punish him, and then I don't know if it was by mistake or they wanted to kill him. So he died. Now he died while he was in police custody. So it has caused a lot of uproar in Kenya. Everyone is so mad at the government right now. And the first of all, they were lying that this gentleman, imagine, they were lying that this gentleman, he hit himself on a wall until he died. And then people were like, you guys are lying to us. No one can hit himself until they die. And again, one of the other reasons why people are saying this is a lie is because this gentleman, before he died, he had called his wife, his friends, asking if he could be safe in that police station. So yeah, so it's been like a lot has been happening in Kenya for real.
Yeah.
And I think like we are now we are in a state in this country whereby you can say something and then you fear for your life because anything can happen.
Yeah.
You there's no freedom of speech no more. So that's why even us, like, even if we do videos, we are a bit scared.
Especially to go out.
Even to go outside, we've been so scared. Like, we don't want to go out a lot.
Yeah.
Yes,
but I'm glad that the president came along and said that this matter should be investigated quickly, so that then whoever was the one behind this killing, they should be arrested. But most people are saying that the one who was the deputy inspector general is the most probably the one who is behind the killing. So I'm glad that the president, together with the deputy, decided that this case should be investigated really quickly.
Yeah, so what I saw is one of the police officers who might be the one who killed this gentleman, he was arraigned in court, today, earlier on. And then again, the police station where this gentleman was taken to first, he was also like arrested earlier, late today. So he's the OCS. OCS
He's
is
the one in charge of
a
our
police
station.
station.
But then the one who was arrested, now the OCS also has been arrested a few hours ago. So they
Also, another person who was arrested was the person who interfered with the CCTV cameras.
the technician, together with the police who was in charge at that night, who was on duty, who is the constable, together with the OCS who is now in charge of the police station. But there's a lot of rumors like we've been watching today. People saying that this gentleman was taken out of the police cell at night and then maybe was taken to a forest, and then when he was brought back he was unconscious. But then there are people saying that their cellmates saying that they had someone crying from the same cell that he was that night. So it's not
There's
easy
a
to
lot,
know.
Yeah, we haven't exactly known what happened, so there's a lot we need to know.
Yeah, there is investigation going on, so we leave it to the police and the judges.
But yeah, we are so scared, by the way.
Yeah.
Like right now we are in a country whereby you can't say anything like you think, or like you wanna air out your views. You can't, because you fear for your life, what is gonna happen after you've
say,
spoken anything.
But the thing I love about our country is that when something like that happens, the citizens are always
they're
on the
always
forefront
they
to
want-
fight for our rights. That's why I love our country, especially the young people. They're never scared, even though sometimes the police might want to silence them. I'm glad that we always, push back for our rights.
Yeah.
Just like what happened last year. Remember last year?
Yeah, during the finance bill.
Which also happened during this month,
Yeah.
June. So that should have been June 25th. Yeah. So yeah, guys, that's what is happening in our country.
And that's why we haven't been going out a lot.
Yeah, that's why even yesterday we also planned to go out, but the protests were a lot. We couldn't go out. So today, tomorrow is our weekend.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is Saturday, so tomorrow we might think about maybe moving out, but not going far, because you never know.
Yeah.
So just be around. But I've also heard, like, even in the States, there's a lot of protests, there's a lot of police moving around. Yeah.
But guys, tell us, do people get killed in police custody, like in a police station?
Yeah, because
Does it happen in America? Because that's scary, by the way. Yeah. But like, I'm so happy that everyone condemned it. The entire political system, they condemned it. So we are waiting. The only thing I want to know is how is the deputy inspector general gonna be treated, because he is one of the main suspects as well. And that's a high ranking person. He's like in charge of the entire police force in Kenya. So you can imagine that's a high ranking person in a government system.
Yeah. So anyways, guys, that's how our day has been. Not really a lot to do, because we've been indoors. So tomorrow we'll see. Tomorrow we shall see. Yeah, so guys, I don't know how your day has been, because as we've been really indoors and just chilling. So maybe you guys can tell us how your week also has been, because now it's end week, right? Yeah, people are now out of their jobs because it's a weekend. Do people really work on weekends? Most people don't.
Saturdays.
Maybe just Saturdays. A few work on Saturday. So guys, tell us whether you guys do work on Saturdays.
Actually, most people work on Saturdays.
Most people work on
don't work
Saturdays.
Sunday.
But even in our country, most people work on Saturdays, right?
Yeah, Sunday is the weekend in many countries.
Yeah.
But like, if you work for a government, I think you don't work on Saturday.
Yeah. Even like many other organizations, there are many other organizations which people don't work on Saturdays.
Yeah. So guys, you can tell us what's your plan for the weekend.
Yeah.
And but I think like even this thing of police brutality, it's like all over the world.
Yeah.
The police, I don't know, when you're given that uniform, they also take away your brains. They give you like an artificial brain that you'll be using.
Yeah, most people in the police service, they're not good people. And also, I've seen that there's another new war starting in Israel and Iran. So I wonder where the world is headed to.
Because I saw the gentleman, the one that they said is the one who killed him. When I saw the photos, he seems like a really cool gentleman, but like I'm surprised that he can go to that extent and kill someone.
Yeah.
Because when I saw the photos of that gentleman who was killed,
It seems.
he
But
was really,
there have been stories that they are covering up the main person who killed him.
he was given an order.
Maybe, yeah. But the thing is, the OCS is the one who should give the details of what happened, because he's the one in charge.
Yeah.
Someone cannot just be taken out of a police cell without your knowledge, and you are in charge. To make it worse, someone went into his office and removed a cable of a CCTV.
Yeah.
So
He has all the answers.
he has all the answers. Unless if he is willing to protect someone, then he goes down himself.
He sacrifices his life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not about to sacrifice my life for anyone.
Yeah. Because in their shoes they wouldn't.
In their shoes they wouldn't. Yeah, so guys, yeah, that's how our day has been. Yeah, we just been now indoors and doing a lot of research on things. Yeah, nothing much to do for now. Or there's anything you wanna say?
Not really, so let's just plan and see what we can do over the weekend.
Yeah.
Something exciting.
Yeah. So guys, bye. See you again.
Yeah, another time.
Yeah.